Hello everyone, welcome to the Redmen TV. What a mad night of football. Obviously Liverpool's the prime focus, it's literally what we do, but look, it'd be hard not to mention the Spurs City stuff as well. We had the Liverpool game on the huge telly, and we had Spurs City on the little laptop, and what a mad end to the evening with obviously Spurs going through and stuff. But let's talk about Liverpool. How professional was that? I thought we were a bit poor at the first half, to be honest. Porto threw absolutely everything. That is everything but the kitchen sink, and probably a little bit of that as well. We rode our luck at times. We really did. A couple of moments. Like I said about Marega, he's a goal scorer. He's their main goal scoring threat. But watching the game, I described him as a Pro Evo 6 striker. He runs in straight lines at mad diagonal angles, and he kicks the ball dead hard. He's basically like a Pro Evo 6 version of Adriano, except I don't think his shot power is that hard. He had chances. He doesn't, not great chances, but he doesn't put away what was there. And we did ride our luck a couple of times, a few too many times. They had too many touches in the box, and you know, Liverpool ultimately needed VAR to break the deadlock in that one. I still contended, look, the whole experience of the night makes the VAR thing so complex and so hard. I still am not a fan of the experience of what it takes away from the game, but I can't argue. You can't argue with some of the results, but by and large, if it's getting decisions right, then that's why VAR is being put in place. Of course, there's examples of it being used in good ways and, you know, and questionable ways in the other quarter-final tonight, of course. But, yeah, look, it's the telling thing for Liverpool. And there's a lot of people out there saying, oh, Liverpool are being big trouble because Liverpool get loads of lucky decisions. Liverpool are being big trouble when VAR comes in. No, Liverpool are going to be absolutely unstoppable when VAR comes in because the outsiders don't watch Liverpool as much as we do. The amount of soft decisions I've seen not go Liverpool's way over the years and years, and that just goes to show there. But yeah, once we got that, it was tie over effectively, wasn't it? Wonderful play by Mo Salah, great ball to Sadio Mane, great, you know, he was so switched on to be able to get onto the end of that and stick it away. And then we hit cruise control really, and I can't think of many situations where Liverpool have been that comfortable in a Champions League quarter-final. I can't. We've not been to loads. You know, we've been to plenty of the European Cups, etc. Before my time. In the Champions League era, maybe people can throw some up at me or whatever, but like, you know, obviously this time last year, we ultimately battered Man City, but, you know, I'd gone through 45 minutes of stress hell in the first half in the Etihad, and we got loads of luck and blah, 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 and we ended up coming out on top. But, you know, to win 6-1 in aggregate in that, albeit against, you know, what I mean, look, there was two teams that we wanted, the two easy teams. One of them turned out to be Ajax, who just knocked out Juventus, and we got Porto. You've got to go and beat what's put in front of you, yada, yada. And I thought Liverpool did an absolutely stunning job of that. I think Liverpool's game plan is keep it tight for 45 minutes, the best of your ability. Don't stretch yourselves and trust that it's going to come in the second because we're fitter and we've got more quality than pretty much everyone we're going to come up against. And once again, that's been the telling factor. And this time it just wasn't achieved with a great deal of stress. And, you know, we're in a situation now where our three best players all got a goal tonight. And we got to rest our other two most important players by substituting them in Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold. Perfect. Absolute perfection in what we've done. And we gave Bobby Firmino 45 minutes off, and we got another little run out for Jordan Henderson, another assist for the captain, another great cameo from him. It's just great. This is great. And my only slight, you know, look, I celebrated that. You know, we had it on with the Spurs City game, as I say, underneath. And I did celebrate, you know, with it because I love football. I love football. And what this whole run-in is reignited in me. I'm not scared anymore. I'm not nervous anymore. I don't feel that sense of trepidation or impending doom or anything. Because I am a football fan as well as a Liverpool fan, and I've become so lost in this Liverpool fandom at times. And of course, it comes first. It comes above most things in my life. Again, obviously. But this is just brilliant, isn't it? Imagine not loving football. This season has been absolutely tremendous. And yes, I wanted City to go through because I felt that another couple of games might sap more out of the legs and that might help Liverpool in the title challenge. Listen, que sera, que se fucking ra. If it means that Man City go on and win the league, then that'll be what it'll be. But Liverpool have got an absolutely outstanding chance of going and win the European Cup now. Barcelona, massive opponents, the toughest team that we could have left in the competition, let's be honest. But But let's also be honest, Liverpool are the toughest team left in this competition right now. We are. I think we are. I think, look, you can't discount Messi's the best player in the competition. But I think I think it's there or thereabouts. I think they're going to be absolutely terrified of facing us, and rightly so. I know no team's going to take each other for granted, but to quote, use a wrestling quote, a good old JR, it's going to be a fucking slobber knocker, that game, and I absolutely cannot wait. We support one of, if not the best team in the world. We're in a Champions League semi-final, and we are banging the race for the Premier League title. To dream of a league and Champions League double is more than any of us could ever ask for. Let's be honest. What a world we're living in. What a time to be a Liverpool fan. We've had some shite. Drink it in, Reds. Enjoy it. Soak it in. Feel it in every single one of your pores, because this is what it's like to be a top-level football club again. My word. This isn't my Liverpool. This is like being back to being my dad's Liverpool. I've never felt anything like this, and yeah, I'm loving every single second of it. So up the fucking mighty Reds, bring on Barcelona, bring on the final 4 games of the Premier League. Yeah, wow, what a time to be a Liverpool fan.